Yeah, it's monster music, and this is 211, nigga. Fucker. And you're rolling with M-O-N-S-T-E-R.
Going to my next top quality of an OG is you also have to learn how to take calculated risk. And a calculated risk to me means that I got $5,000 left, right? I'm bidding on this house for the land bank. They want $4,000 for it, and after closing costs and all that, I'm gonna be looking at $5,000. So, do I grab this house knowing I really don't have the money to continue building on it? Because it's gonna be all I got, right? It's all I got. Do I think about it like that? Or do I grab the house and say, hell with it, I'm going to figure it out. At least I got it now. At least I secured it. A calculated risk to me in that situation means that, hell with it. Figure out what the cost is going to be associated with it. Find you a little crew that's willing to work with you and offer them equity into the flip, right? Say, listen, I don't got the money right now. But look, I'm about to take my last bit of money. I'm about to grab this crib. And when I flip it, we can sign on paper, get notarized and everything else. But when we flip it, I'm going to give you a percentage based on what you give me, bro. Or how much work you put in, how much sweat equity you offer me. That to me is a calculated risk because you took a risk with all your money. But you did the homework to know what it's going to incur. And you got people in place to help you to improve the value. That way, at least if you got that and you say, look, bro, we done put time into it over the last few weeks. Right, we done came in and patched up stuff. We done told dude, look, let's get $1,000 for this, $1,000 for that. His money's going towards material, but let's flip it right now for 15 and let's go or 20 and get our money and keep it moving. Right, that to me is a calculated risk. There's other examples, but I figure we'll save some time for the sake of the video because I don't want to talk y'all to death. But figure out what a calculated risk is for you. Get in the comment section if you will. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe at this moment. Hit that boy right quick. Boop, boop. Tell your cousin to hit it. But get in the comment section and tell me what you feel like is something that will be a dope calculated risk that you haven't taken but you want to take. And a calculated risk that you or somebody you know personally have taken that paid off good for them, right? Next step that I think towards becoming the ultimate OG, right? Or at least the basic step to me is to be present. To have the well-being and the consciousness of mind to learn how to be present and to embody presence. And being present, children are a perfect example of being present, right? Your kid will sit there and play and doodle and get together and make up voices for their damn toys and sound effects for the cars and boom, you're not gonna take me a lot, right? You know, we all have done it. They not thinking about what tomorrow is about to pop, you know, what's popping off tomorrow necessarily. They might remember something that you told them you was gonna do for them, or they got an event they know is coming up, or they know tomorrow this favorite cartoon comes back on at a certain time or whatever, right? But they're not thinking about it like we do. They don't get distracted and absent-minded. Because being present is a part of being mindful. Mindfulness, right? Like when you mind your business, when you're minding two things, you be fully conscious and intentional with what you focus your mind on. So being present, to me, is a perfect. Not just that. I forget the book, but years ago, being present was listed as one of the top 8 qualities of an optimal leader. I think that might be the name of the book, The Top Qualities of an Optimal Leader. If I figure it out, if I get the time to remember, I'll drop it. But yeah, being present. To be an optimal leader, to be successful, to be on the next level, you have to be present. You have to be mindful, because the opposite of being mindful and present is be absent-minded, which means that you don't even remember what the fuck you were just thinking about. Somebody tap you out, you're like, what's up? I don't even know what I was thinking about, bro. I was in the zone. Right? So that was one of my next ones. The next one on my list is to do the right thing all the time. And that one hurts, right? Because I'm an individual who didn't always do the right thing. But I was a little homie kind of for the most part back then. You understand what I'm saying? Now I understand that even when the cost up front is more profitable to do the wrong thing, The long-term effects of doing what's right is going to pay you residuals that will resound with a butterfly effect. That might have went over some of y'all heads, so I'm going to say it again, right? The long-term effects, the back-end payoff of doing the right thing consistently, and without feeling like you owed something in return, right? Being humble with doing the right thing consistently will get you a better and a bigger and more lasting bag than that upfront cash. Look at how many dudes went and said, I want a PPP loan, and hopped on board and got all that money, and all these other scams that dudes hopped off in, and then took the money, and as soon as they got it, blew it. Every pair of Balenciaga runners that came out, they was copping them. Every pair of Marc Jacobs that dropped, they was hopping on them, right? Every damn pair of Yays they could get their hand on. Rollies. Man, they ran out of Rollies and Pateks in some spots. Audemars, AP. They was running out of watches and shit. They was running out of damn, what was some other stuff they was buying up? The damn lamb chops, shrimp, crab, seafood boils. People were spending money so ridiculously. And ain't nothing wrong with being a consumer sometimes. But what I'm saying is, though, the long-term effects of that is that a lot of them people don't got that money right now. Some of them then got incarcerated and caught bids after that. You got 1.2 million. You got to get all that back, plus a fine, plus you about to go sit down for 2, 3, 4, 5 years. It ain't worth it. Do what's right. Trust me. Trust me. The karma of fucking up and doing the wrong thing will come bite your ass tenfold. And I've been there and done that a million times. I done everything up under the sun outside of murder somebody intentionally. You understand what I'm saying? So come on now. I'm just telling y'all what's real. Do the right thing consistently without feeling like you owe something, and watch how them blessings open up for you. I ain't gonna lie, I promise you. I'm telling you from a 3-time loser, 5 felonies, 3 prison bids, now a property owner, right? Multiple properties. Come on now. Several vehicles. They all hoopties damn near. I mean, they clean. They clean like 04s, 05s. But they mine, I own them. You understand what I'm saying? So, yeah. As well as other stuff going on. And I'm telling you, the karma will take you in the right direction when you do the right thing. Which, to me, the next rule and part of doing the right thing and extending your legacy and making sure your karma and blessings always come back to you is to invest in the little homies. You got to invest in the little homies. And not just financially. Giving them the right information consistently. Which is part of doing the right thing consistently, right? Giving them the right information, the right intel, breathing the right energy into them young dudes, man. Because a lot of them, I don't care how cocky they sound, how they wave a Drake on the block, you know, they frying dudes, ramen, you know, they out here doing whatever they want to do because they don't have no type of sense of responsibility and accountability at that age, really. To them, that's why you see so many of these videos like this, street stories and hood stories, use the GTA graphics on the screen because they think it's a video game. They come running around the corner laughing about it, high as hell off a pill, or maybe not, just high off life on an adrenaline rush. That dopamine effect that's get released when you on adrenaline missions is just as addictive, if not more, than cocaine and heroin. So when you invest in the little homies, you got to tell them the consequences that come along with that shit. You got to show them, look, bro, if you're going to be doing the wrong thing, pay for a lawyer. Get this man $500 every 2 weeks at least. Get this man $1,000 up front, $500, or give him $100 a week if you can. Get you a lawyer on retainment so when you go down there, you ain't just sitting down. Go in there and have a conversation with this dude every now and then. Paying for an hour of his time just to talk to him so he get to know you and get a feel for you. Tell these little dudes the right thing. Shut the hell up when you get in the, before you get in the, look, when the police pull up, and I ain't trying to knock what the police do, because sometimes the police is necessary. But when the police pull up, you don't got to say nothing. I just say that in the video previously. You don't have to say nothing. Know your rights. Put some money up. Put 7 out of every $10 up and invest it in a flip. Grab you something wholesale and flip it and break it down. 20 microwaves, 30 blow dryers or whatever else. You know, it's a lot of ways you can get to that bag, homeboy, and still pull up with doughboy knots. You understand what I'm saying? Without selling no dope. I don't sell no dope. Man, I haven't sold no dope since 05. Last time I sold some dope. You understand what I'm saying? So, invest in the little homies. Give them the right information. If they need resources, point them in the right direction. Open up your Rolodex for them. Show them how to write a 2-page business plan. Learn yourself so you can pass the information on, right? Which goes back to always having something to offer, always learning something new, always elevating, right? Now we're gonna move on from that to the last one on my list. I think that's important though. Invest in the little homies with the right information. Stop putting batteries in their backs to do dumb shit by giving them pistols and dope and shit. And they ain't even mature enough to wear a condom consistently. They don't even wash their ass every day. They don't even own a quality toothbrush. You understand what I'm saying? So come on now, stop putting batteries in these little homies' back. And my last one on my list though, this is number 10. I think I did 10 here. This is number 10. Number 10 to me is to be a vanguard, right, or a soldier for protection and change in your community. Now, I ain't saying going out there and kicking down people's doors and telling everybody, get off the block, you can't do this, you can't do that. But what I'm saying is, we talking about making sure these parks are safe at night, making sure these alleys are safe at night, making sure Miss Gladys and everybody else can walk to the store or the gas station at night without nobody running up on them, and you seeing it on the Ring doorbell where they getting their head knocked up. The lady that got robbed for her purse on the damn Ring doorbell, the dude, I think he was punching her or kick, weak shit like that. It should be so much fear in dudes that do pussy stuff like that they shouldn't even think about it. It should be, I promise you, where we at right now, where I stay at, everybody that know me, that been knowing me, that's from this area that I stay at now, y'all remember them years when it was drama and tension, and I ain't even from this area initially, right? I had homies that's from the projects, from the Jeffries, that used to be like, dog, you over there busting your gun for these niggas? I'm like, bro, I gotta live over there, bro. My sister and my brothers is in the house, my mama in the house. Dudes was coming through acting up, clowning. You couldn't put your hands on a female on the block in front of me, homie. You coming through busting your gun, you're gonna get your issue, homie. Hands, hear me? Pistols. We was on that type of time. I don't condone the violence. I don't condone the pistol play unless you got a license. You license to carry, or you in a state where it's open carry, because the gun laws is real. But what I'm saying is, though, back then, we did what we were supposed to make sure people in the neighborhood felt safe. And we made sure, like, the blocks got cleaned up. We was at the parks. We made sure that boy got clean when he was done. Before, and if it was dirty before, we cleaned it up. We cleaned the parks up, made sure the blocks were straight, made sure homies was good. It's 2, 3 in the morning. You straight home, girl? Yeah, I'm good. Y'all go on in the house. We got you. So be a vanguard for protection and change in your neighborhood. You feel me? I got one more. I got a bonus one. Keep the change. Feel me? And that's on I'm gonna let that marinate. Keep the change. I thank y'all for tuning in again, man. I had to get that off my chest because, see, you did that. You inspired that, bro. But it just was something I had to say because I seen too many examples over the last few years of dudes who's supposed to be OGs, right? Who's supposed to be in position to tell dudes what to do as far as the right thing, young dudes, and they fumbled the ball. And the little homies was coming to me, a lot of them getting sound advice, and I'm putting them hip to top-notch game, and I'm telling them, dog, apply these principles right now. By the time you get 21, 22, 23, come on, bro, you will be shitting on these old niggas without having to sell no dope. Stop playing. Start your company. Do some graphics. Learn how to do some t-shirts. Bro, learn how to video edit. Learn how to work a camera. Get a camera for $300, $400, $500. You spending that on some dumbass shoes and buying half gallons of damn Patron. Nay-ho. So, three fives. What was 3 5s going for during the pandemic? $60, $100 for a 3.5 with some good weed. Come on now. And they was buying them like it was hotcakes. So, keep the change, man. Keep the change. OG Kenny, O_G_Kenny, retired from the streets, TV. I love y'all. Thanks for tuning in. Another one. I'm out. It's your boy 2020, CEO of Street Miles Entertainment.